Hey there, it's Michael Creasa here, that interview guy from thatinterviewguy.com. And when I travel across the country, I hear time and time again agents complaining about social media, how to do it, how to use their websites, SEO, all that wonderful stuff. And it's just too hard. Well, in this video interview, I'm sharing with you a gal, actually she's a grandmother, raising 3 grandkids on her own, 67 years old, has mastered SEO, has mastered Facebook, and has learned it all on her own. So no excuses why you can't do it, because she can. This is a top agent with Better Homes and Gardens. I hope you enjoyed this interview, and be sure to leave your comments and share the love. And what I mean by that, let other people know about this video. Share the link.
In 1987 is when I first got my license. I was a single mother back then, raising 2 kids, and I always wanted to get in sales, but I never had that self-confidence. And someone once told me, you know, you shouldn't be afraid to step out of that circle of fear. You never know what you're going to accomplish unless you face it. When I first started real estate back in 1987, there was no such thing as the internet. There were no listings to look at online. It was all a book that was provided every week. So it's very different now than when I first started. But you have to be persistent, and I have that kind of makeup, I guess, that I'm very persistent. I don't like to take no for an answer. I'm very competitive within myself, and I want to learn, and I don't give up until I master it.
Tell me about what you're doing with, right now, Facebook. Are you engaged, and how's that working for you?
I have 2 Facebook pages. One is my business page, one is my personal page. So I interact personally and posting things on my business page.
So one of the questions agents will ask is, you know, tell me about the ROI. You know, am I making money from spending time doing this stuff? Is there a net to this? Do you see something coming?
It is. I get a lot of, the more active I am on the internet, the more active I am on my website, you know, updating. I get a lot more questions or people emailing me looking for information. And one of the things that I get, I'm very quick to respond to when I get emails, and I think that's very important. People are looking for service. That's their primary thing that they want. And I often get comments from potential buyers when I respond so quickly. They say that they email other agents who never respond to them. So my return on investment is I get a lot of business from being active on my website, being socially engaged in social media.
Is the technology setting you free? Is it making you better?
It sets me free because it really improves my time management. I know to some agents it can be daunting, it can be intimidating, but they have to step out of their comfort zone, like I did way back in 1987, and learn that it's not that difficult. I know a lot of agents are afraid of getting on the internet. They're afraid of using Facebook. They don't know what they're doing, but I didn't know that either. I had to learn. It's a learning process. So I think the big thing is to not be afraid, to overcome that fear, and to try. Just try it. Just get your website going and take one step at a time.
You know, it's interesting when I think of fear, there's that acronym, fear is false expectations appearing real.
Yes.
And with any kind of growth, you've got to step up and you've got to take the risk. And you're a perfect example, girl. I mean, again, since 87, here you are today using words like Google Analytics and SEO. I'm inspired by you. You really inspired me.
Thank you, Michael.
Once again, Michael Creasa here, that interview guy from thatinterviewguy.com. To see more interviews, well, you know where to go, thatinterviewguy.com.